Alright everyone, welcome to today's charting session. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we typically look at either yung mga trending names. Usually sila yung mga pangalan na either lumipad ng malaki, whether that's to the upside or to the downside, or perhaps malaki yung value traded nila, or generally mas minamatahan lang ng mga tao, no? Also, tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So kapag meron po kayong requests, please feel free to post them in the comment section below. Guys, maikiusap sana ako na kung pwede, if may mga requests kayong mga charts, no, put them in the comment section sa YouTube. Kasi minsan, when you DM me, whether sa Instagrams or sa Facebook or whatever, nalilimutan ko, no? So, hindi ko nare-review. So, it's easier for me and I'll likely remember your request more if you just put it sa YouTube's na comment section, no? Para lang mas madali. Okay? So today we'll be starting off with FCG. Now, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart just so we have a more complete picture of what's been going on. And essentially, while I could still split this into levels, no? We can see na nagko-consolidate na in a flag-like pattern or triangle or whatever you want to call this, yung FCG. Okay? Meaning, yung price movement nagta-tighten na tayo along the way. Okay? Now, whether or not this moves to the upside or to the downside, hindi pa po natin alam. If we can break yung higher trend line natin, okay, then I'm looking for this to possibly come back and tag yung 0.96 na nag-form na resistance nung nagkaroon tayo ng double top dito. If we break to the downside, then I'm looking for price to come back and tag yung mga lows na naiwan natin along the way. Possibly pull back all the way hanggang dito sa 79. Bakit 79? Kasi dyan tayo nagkaroon ng area of previous consolidation, di ba? Prior to price taking off. So it wouldn't surprise me if price comes back to tag it sooner rather than later. Okay, now whether or not that holds and what it does from there, hindi pa po natin alam, no? But those are the scenarios that I'm looking at for FCG. We could try to make more complicated scenarios para dito sa FCG, but I think simplifying it like that makes it easier for everyone involved to trade this better. Okay? Kasi nga, ang konti pa lang ng candles niya overall. Na-realize ko when I was discussing yung mga medic, mga keeper, and so on, where we were more technical and everything, it could have led to a more confusing discussion, no? So I am simplifying this, at least for now, until the higher time frames start to make more sense to me. And we don't have to rely on such a low time frame na. But for now, yun po muna yung tinitignan natin when it comes to FCG. If we can break above 96, then we're looking at 1.02 next. And if we can break above that, edi new high na tayo and that's good. Okay? If mabasag yung 79, we're looking at 74 as our next support. And if mabasag din yun, then new low na tayo. Again, with the way price is moving, we still don't know what's gonna happen next. Alright? So next, let's move on to DD, no? So ito yung darling ng mata ng lahat ng tao ngayon sa market, parang sa social media. Siya lagi ko nakikita sa mga chat rooms and so on, no? Now, what happened? First, nag-announce yung DD ng stock buyback, pero I think they announced in this candle na, or perhaps even in this one. I'm not sure. Okay? But, ang nangyayari dito was we were falling down, same as always, nag-consolidate tayo, and there actually was no reason to think na we were starting to move up. Na a lot of people are gonna say, tingnan mo yung volume mo, clue na yan. Dito rin naman nag-volume tayo, spike, ano nangyari? Namatay din, di ba? So, just because nagkaroon ng quick burst in volume is not your clue na, hindi, lilipad na yan. Kung ginawa nyo yon each and every time, I promise you, masusunog yung account nyo. Okay, so, it was consolidating here. We broke to the upside nitong 7.72 na resistance. Okay? Then when it broke there, I was looking for it to possibly come back and tag tong 8.65 and it did. When it broke out of 8.65, it came back, acted as support, then push higher, tagging yung next level of resistance natin around 9.8. In fact, it closed almost at 10 pesos. Now, why are we discussing DD? First and foremost, Kapag nakasakay kayo, syempre, as always, congratulations, no? If pasok to sa system nyo and nakasakay kayo early on, then it moved higher, then of course, congratulations. And again, reminder lang to trail your stops accordingly para if mangyari yung ayaw nating mangyari, hindi po natin ibabalik yung karamihan ng kinita natin sa market. Okay? Sa mga susubukan naman maghabol, okay, you need to assess where your risk is dito sa move na to. Let's say gusto mong humabol dito at 9.97. The next level of resistance will be at 10.6, and if we can break that, etong area of consolidation here, around 11.4, no? So, what are you risking? For me, mahirap hanapan ng stop yung mga ganitong move. Okay? Dahil kung makain yung pabalik, parang ito, strong move up, strong move down, di ba? Kung mangyari ulit yan, then baka mabalikan tong area of support na to. Diba? Now, you could put an arbitrary 5%, 3%, 7% risk, but mahirap yun eh. Parang walang reason to stop out there. Diba? You can say na lalagay ko siya right beneath dito. Itong 8.65 that was previous resistance. Diba? Pero price could easily pull down a little bit before that, then go back up. So again, because of yung risk, diba? Because of how price has moved, I personally wouldn't be chasing this. Diba? Wala akong pakialam sa upside eh. Yung upside, madali lang i-manage yun eh. Yung problem is yung risk eh. Yung risk for me, etong galaw na to, yung pinaka-safe pa rin is dito sa baba eh. Kasi ganito yung naging galaw niya eh. Okay, again, I'm not saying everyone does it like this, ha? I'm saying I do it like this. So, dahil ang layo nung stop, I personally wouldn't chase this. Diba? Pero pag gusto nyo humabol, I guess you can go down to lower time frames, check it out. Just make sure na pasok siya sa system nyo before you step in. Because yung risk-reward ratio niya, at least for me, is not all that great right now. Kung nag-pullback siya, nag-develop tayo ng bagong structure, then iba yung usapan. Now, what type of structure yung tinutukoy ko kung ganun man? So, let's say na from here, we pulled back, we came back to this area here, nag-hold tayo dito, nag-form tayo ng bullish price action, then we started pushing higher, then maybe we could use that as our base, diba? Mas malinaw na, mas mataas na yung potential stop loss natin, then we can use that as a base to try and get into the trade looking for it to push higher. Okay? But remember, like ko sinasabi, paulit-ulit sa lahat ng charting sessions natin, usually quick moves like this, nakakain. Ganon din yung pababa. Quick moves like that, eventually, nakakain. Prices come back to this area of consolidation here. So, it remains to be seen kung anong mangyayari. Maaaring yung mga nag-ipon dito, di ba? Ngayon na umakit na yung price, baka susubukan na nalang lumabas. We don't know. Okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to discuss with this is yung buyback. Just because may buyback, it doesn't necessarily mean na dapat makisabay tayo. Nataon, in this case, tinulak agad, no? Bumili kagad sila ng marami. I don't know why, neither do you. Okay? But they did. So we pushed higher. But in other cases, it hasn't always worked out that way. Plus, usually buybacks happen over a prolonged period of time. So di mo alam kailan sila bibili, kailan sila hindi bibili. Siyempre, gusto rin naman nila bilhin yan at a lower price eh. Hindi naman bobo yung mga nando sa company. Hindi naman bobo yung broker nila. So, there's no reason for them to keep buying it up as well. Unless yung mandate talaga is to just keep buying regardless. Diba? But again, we don't know that. So, hihintay tayo ng structure na mag-form to possibly take us into this trade. Okay? Ngayon, kung kunwari bumaksak to, kinain tong buong move, parang yung nangyari dyan. Nagganito siya. Then, for me, there's no point na habulin yun. Kasi, na-undo yung buong bullish move mo, tapos hahabol ako doon sa baba, it simply doesn't make sense kasi baka bumalik lang tayo sa area of consolidation na to. Okay, so again, if you have this, congratulations, be sure to trail your stops lang accordingly. Just in case lang naman. I am hoping for the best for everyone. Sana, sooner rather than later, mabasag tong 10.6, then mabasag tong white zone na to, then 12.2 na yung next target to the upside. Okay? Next, pag-usapan natin yung Cosco. Now, Cosco, nothing much has really happened since we last discussed this. Nagko-conso pa rin tayo dito, and in the larger picture, ito pa rin yung area niya, or you can even argue na ito yung ano. It's just a lot of chop. Okay? So, I'm not entirely sure why this keeps getting requested, no? So, it's just a lot of chop. Personally, I wouldn't go jumping in pag ganito, but areas you could look for are, number 1, kung mabasag tong 5.31, then we likely come back and tag tong 5.48 next. Okay? And if mabasag yung 5.48, we're looking at 5.7 as the next level of resistance. Kung mabasag tong trend line na to, then we're looking for price to possibly come back dito sa level of support at 4.34. And if mabasag yan, 4.94. And if mabasag yung 4.94, 4.8 yung next level of support. Okay, but for now, there's really no clear direction. It's just a lot of chop. Yung volume medyo mababa din. So, I guess kung talagang gusto nyo mag-ipon ng Cosco, pwede naman. I know some brokers do recommend this. 'Di ba? Mababa daw yung value niya and everything. But for me, with the way I trade, I guess konting ingat pa, konting patience pa. Let's see what develops before jumping in. Alright? Next, tignan po natin yung SCC. Now, SCC is a requested chart. So, it moved higher here. No? We were talking about this before. Came here. Came back down. Okay? Nag-form tayo ng low dito. Pushed up. Came back. Tagged it again. So, nagkaroon tayo ng double bottom. Now, price is pushing higher once again. Okay? Now, if you watched our old videos, mapapansin nyo, I've adjusted my levels a bit, no? Kasi may bago ng structure na nag-develop eh. So, what I'm looking at now is number 1, price might come, push up, and come back dito sa white zone na to. Whether or not na mauntog dyan, di natin alam, but that's an area that we can expect price might react from. Okay, if we do come back there. And if it does react from there, baka ma-stuck tayo dito sa range na to kasi yun din yung nangyari dito. If, however, we break above that and we break above 29.5, then we open up this wider area here, possibly targeting 31. And if mabasag yung 31 from there, then itong high na yung tinitignan natin next. So that's around 33 pesos, no? Okay? However, if from here, sabihin natin price rolled over, broke this low here, tested it from underneath, then came back down. Number 1, possible na mag-form tayo ng parang head and shoulders pattern here. Next, it's showing me na baka bumalik lang tayo dito sa original range na to. Parang nag-fake out lang tayo dito, we roll over, come back into this range. Then from what it does from there, hindi natin sure. Okay? But if, let's say, na mangyari ngayon, then mabasag tong 23.5, then we're looking at a wider range beneath ulit from 20.6 hanggang 23.5. Kung mabasag. Yeah, but for now, I want to see price start holding above tong 25.7 area up to 24.6 more or less. If we can hold above this, then I think mas maganda, no? Mas bullish siya talaga tignan. If we break below it, it's gonna look a lot more sideways na again, parang nag-fake out lang ng konti, bumalik lang din underneath, and so on, no? So, let's see what happens from there. If mabasag natin tong 31, obviously, new 52-week high na naman, and you know, it wouldn't surprise me kung maabot niya yung 33 sooner rather than later. However, kung pabaliktad naman, again, mabasag tong 20.6 altogether, then baka balikan natin tong area of consolidation here or these lows that were left behind. Alright? And then finally, let's take a look at DMC, which again is also a requested chart, no? Alright. So DMC, yung chart niya, medyo kamukha ng SCC for obvious reasons, no? But let's go over it anyway. Moved up, nag-form din ng double bottom, and is now grinding higher. Nag-form tayo ng double top, and again, sa SCC, di ba sabi ko pwedeng mauntog dito, and as you can see sa DMC, dun nga tayo nag-react. Okay, so hindi na naaagulat yung mga ganon. We expect na normal lang na mag-react tayo sa mga zones natin, di ba? Yun nga yung trabaho ng mga zone, eh. Now, if from here, we push to the downside, again, breaking beneath tong 8.11, alright, then highly likely, price comes back to trade within this range. So that's from 7.25 hanggang 8.11. However, if we can break above tong white zone na to, then most likely we come back and tag tong 9.42 na previous high, and if that breaks 9.71 yung next. In fact, you can look at yung 9.42 to 9.71 as your next area of strong resistance, no? If mabasag yan, then 10.02 yung next na pwedeng abutin ng price. Okay? Pero kailangan muna mangyari yon. Kailangan mabasag tong white zone number 1. If mabasag tong white zone, I wouldn't be surprised na yun nga, maglaro muna yung price between 9.42 to 9.71 as a next possible target. Now, kung kunwari naman, mangyari yung pababa natin, again, ulitin ko lang, breakdown, test underneath, hold, breakdown, then yun nga, number 1, pwede bumalik dito. Number 2, if mabasag tong 7.25, then we might come back into this previous area of consolidation next. Okay, dito sa demand zone natin. If pumalik tayo sa demand zone, ganun na naman. We watch to see if this holds, and if it holds what it does from there, then we can say na, okay, ito yung probable na next step that we should take, ito yung next na mga scenarios na pwede nating ma-anticipate, and so on. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope na nakatulong to sa inyo, and kahit papano may natutunan kayo, no? And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!